Welcome to the Tough Love Nephilim series. I'm Rolon. Now, according to Genesis 6, the Nephilim were the offspring of the fallen angels and the daughters of men. And today we are talking about one of their tribes, the Ashdodites. But first, if you haven't already, smash those like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell. Also, check me out on Rumble. And if you feel so inclined and you enjoy the work that I do, then please consider donating to my locals page. Donors get exclusive access to all of the research papers that I post as soon as I get them posted, with endnotes included, and your support is greatly appreciated. All my links you'll find in my description box below. All right, let's get into this one. The Ashdodites. Now, historically, the Ashdodites were a Philistine tribe that resided in Ashdod, which is in the western region of Philistia along the coast of the Great or Mediterranean Sea. Joshua 13, 2-3. Now, Philistia was the larger territory of the Philistines that later became part of an even larger territory of Judah following the conquest of Canaan. Joshua 15:47. Strong's Concordance, reference H796, defines Ashdodites as such: I will spoil, an inhabitant of Ashdod. Strong's reference H795 defines Ashdod as this: powerful, a major Philistine city on the Mediterranean Sea west from Jerusalem, modern Ashdod. Strong's reference G108 defines Ashdod or Azotus as this: a stronghold, one of the 5 chief cities of the Philistines, lying between Ashkelon and Jamina, and near the Mediterranean. Smith's Bible Dictionary defines the Ashdodites this way: Ashdodites, the inhabitants of Ashdod, Nehemiah 4:7, called Ashdodites in Joshua 13:3. Hastings Dictionary of the Bible defines the region of Ashdod this way: Ashdod, fortress, Greek, Azotus, a city in the Philistine Pentapolis, not captured by Joshua, and a refuge for the unslaughtered Anakim, theoretically assigned to the tribe of Judah in Joshua 15:47. Hither the Philistines brought the ark, and sent it thence to Gath on account of an outbreak, probably of bubonic plague, in 1 Samuel 5:1-8. Uzziah attacked the city, destroyed its walls, and established settlements near it. The Ashdodites joined with Sanballat in opposing Nehemiah's restoration of Jerusalem. Yet, some of the Jews of the period married wives from Ashdod, and their children spoke in its dialect. It was captured by Sargon's commander-in-chief. Jeremiah, Amos, Zephaniah, and Zechariah speak denunciations against it. It was again captured by Judas Maccabeus, and again by Jonathan. The solitary reference to it in the New Testament is the record of Philip's departure thither after the baptism of the Ethiopian. It is identified with the modern Ashdod, a village about 2/3 of the way from Jaffa to Ascalon, and some 3 miles from the sea. It is on the slope of a hill, and at its entrance are the remains of a large medieval khan. There are fragments of ancient buildings to be found here and there in the modern walls. Now, the first time the Ashdodites are actually mentioned in the Bible as a tribe is in 1 Samuel 5, after having captured the Ark of the Covenant during a battle with Israel in 1 Samuel 4. The first time the region of Ashdod is mentioned is in Joshua 11, during Israel's conquest in northern Canaan. Not only were the Ashdodites Philistines, but they were Canaanites as well. Joshua 13, 2-3. It reads as follows: This is the land that yet remains, all the regions of the Philistines, and all those of the Geshurites, from the Shihor, which is east of Egypt, northward to the boundary of Ekron. It is counted as Canaanite. There are 5 rulers of the Philistines: those of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, and those of the Avim in the south. In Numbers 13, when Israel's spies returned from their 40-day reconnaissance mission in the land of Canaan, they gave their report of the land and its fierce inhabitants. They identified the Canaanites along with the Amalekites, Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites residing in the land as the descendants of Anak. Numbers 13, 28-29. It reads as follows: Nevertheless, the people who live in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. And indeed, we saw the descendants of Anak there. Amalek is living in the land of the Negev. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites are living in the hill country. And the Canaanites are living by the sea and by the side of the Jordan. Now, after this initial report, Caleb steps up to calm everyone down and encourage them, but 10 of the 12 spies are having none of it. In their continued report, Numbers 13, 30 through 33 describes the sons of Anak not just as people of great height, but as Nephilim. It reads as follows: Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, We should by all means go up and take possession of it, for we will certainly prevail over it. But the men who had gone up with him said, We are not able to go up against the people, because they are too strong for us. So they brought a bad report of the land which they had spied out to the sons of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to spy out is a land that devours its inhabitants. And all the people whom we saw in it are people of great stature. We also saw the Nephilim there. The sons of Anak are part of the Nephilim, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. In this passage, and in Genesis 6:4, the Septuagint renders Nephilim as giants. And as a progenitor Nephilim tribe, the Anakim were enormous, fierce, and powerful giants, as Numbers 13 and Deuteronomy 9 collectively point out. Deuteronomy 9, 1 through 2 reads as follows: Hear Israel, you are crossing the Jordan today to go in to dispossess nations greater and mightier than you, cities that are great and fortified to heaven, a people who are great and tall, the sons of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you have heard it said, Who can stand against the sons of Anak? Now, Anak was the son of the Nephilim Arba, Joshua 15:13 and 21:11. According to Joshua 14:15, Arba was the greatest man among the Anakim. Now, though the Anakim were a tribe unto themselves, it is important to note that the term Anakim is also used to refer to a combination of 6 other Canaanite tribes and conglomerate tribes in Numbers 13, 28 through 33. The Bible also seems to occasionally use the terms Anakim, sons of Anak, descendants of Anak, and sons of the Anakim, not just as tribal references, but as general terms for the post-Diluvian Nephilim, or Rephaim. Numbers 13, 28 through 33, Deuteronomy 1, 26 through 28, Deuteronomy 9, 1 through 2, and Joshua 11, 18 through 23. In Joshua 11, 21 through 22, as Joshua is carrying out Israel's war campaign throughout Canaan, we are actually given confirmation that the Anakim resided in Philistine territory. Ashdod is even specifically named in the passage. Joshua 11, 21 through 22 reads as follows: Then Joshua came at that time and eliminated the Anakim from the hill country, from Hebron, Debir, Anab, and from all the hill country of Judah, and all the hill country of Israel. Joshua utterly destroyed them with their cities. There were no Anakim left in the land of the sons of Israel. Only in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod some remained. In the Bible, there is one recorded battle with Ashdod, in which Ashdod as a region is specifically named. The one battle is in 2 Chronicles 26, 6 through 7, which Israel won. There is also one battle that takes place with the Philistines, where the Ashdodites are not officially named as potential antagonists until after the battle is ended. That one battle is in 1 Samuel chapters 4 through 5, which Israel lost. Now, the last mention of Ashdod, and by extension the Ashdodites in the Bible, is in Zechariah 9, 1 through 8, during God's declaration of judgment on Israel's enemies. All that said, the Ashdodites were definitively a Nephilim tribe. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a thing or two. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.